Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently extraordinarily close to the early medieval upgrades being fully complete. Now of course Gilman is going to be done in about 20 months and Hereditary Rule in about 4 years. Horseshoes will be sometime after that, and we'll see what ends up going on with the High Medieval era, but for now we're not too concerned about that. What we need to do at this moment is, well, not exactly at this moment, but at a moment in the future, we need to get our onagers properly set up. Now, if I recall correctly, we had an issue with our inactive accolade, the Silver Hand. Yeah, there's nobody who's eligible to be this. I was hoping that restarting... Oh, we can now restore accolades. We must have been on cooldown for it then, because it's unavailable for 5 years. That must be the answer there. Or it was a bug. But honestly, the cooldown answer is the simpler one, so we'll go with that. So this guy shows up. Cool. 17, okay. I guess it's the hat, but he kind of looks older than that to me. But that's fine. We're going to certainly grab our inactive accolades, this button here, appoint, and there we go. Beautiful. So, we now have a boosted up maximum number of Mubarazun. We want this guy to get up to level 3, but we'll see. We have a few upgrades to go. We know that our economic duchy is completely done. Completely and totally. So we also know that this county is done. Yanbu is not done yet. 500 gold to upgrade here. We can ransom this guy, and we'll do so for 10 gold. Sure. That seems fine. There are a few upgrades to be done over this direction, and I think we should probably be focusing on our personal upgrades, right? That makes sense. We'll focus on the personal upgrades before the vassal upgrades. Our vassal was injured. Oh no. Anyway. We're going to be turning our attention to expansion very soon. We're going to have a good long period of expansion here. This guy may end up dying in the middle of it, which will be awkward. Really, the reason why we haven't been expanding for a while is because we've had a series of awkward deaths, right? That's what it comes down to. Oh, we have an inactive accolade here. Ferris of the North Star. Cool. So our Ferris of the North Star died on us, I guess. That's sad. Okay, for now we're going to grab organized muster rolls. Can we actually appoint a successor for this? No, but we can seek a successor. Can we? Is that cooldown per accolade, or can we do that here as well? It looks like it is global. Okay. However, this guy could be the accolade successor here. He is 60, so that's not amazing. But we'll do that for now. And we have not gotten an accolade successor for the Silver Hand yet. We'll see if we get one. But we are seeking one. So we're going to head up over this direction, grabbing mobile camps as soon as we can. On the month tick here. There we go. Extort subjects. Beautiful. And this guy's bringing in 60 gold. I love it. Do it. So we're looking to extort our subjects here. Don't worry. I'll have everyone pay. Cool. So now we're, of course, going to upgrade here. Is this county now done? Yes. Is this county done? No. There's a fair amount more to be done, specifically in this holding up here. Okay. We know that we needed an upgrade here. And that is Yanbu almost done. We're going to need another upgrade here. Noted. We now have a successful accolade... Wow, I cannot use words. Successor here. There we go. He is 30 and our knight is 17. It's very awkward. It would be interesting if this, instead of being a successor sort of thing, if it was like a squire concept. And you could use even potentially underage people for that. That would be a really interesting system. And then once they came of age, they would essentially become the successor like it is now. That would be interesting. And would potentially make that easier. So essentially it would be kind of like the education system, right? Except they'd be getting like a guaranteed martial education, kind of. I don't know. That'd be kind of weird. But maybe good. Maybe. I'd have to think about that one. 55 days left on this stone barracks. Okay, we're definitely getting really, really close. I believe this county is maxed. Yes. We have some work to be done over here. Now, Gilman were just discovered. We'll gain some dread here. Beautiful. And at this point, we can certainly begin work on horseshoes. We'll be on this for at least 2 to 3 years. And that looks good. Stone barracks constructed in Yanbu. If we get this mobile camp done, which we can do now, Yanbu is now complete. Our counselor died in his sleep. Okay. We're going to put in this guy. Beautiful. So Waj and Yanbu are now done, as is Herat Rahat. Optimized market weights, huh? Let's go with a truly better weighting system. I want that development growth. 92% chance. Beautiful. There we go. We finished our promote culture task, so we're going to continue to work on that. We'll head down over towards Harar. Cool. So that is looking absolutely fine. We can negotiate an alliance with this guy if we wanted to. Sure, let's do it, actually. Cool. So that seems... Hello, pause menu. That seems fine. I wouldn't mind going after this guy eventually. We'll have to look for, like, claimants, right? But that would be a pretty good kingdom to attack pretty soon here. I'm definitely starting to think about going offensive. We'll get there very, very soon. We've got a few additional upgrades to go here, and wars are expensive. So for the time being, we're still chilling, but not for very much longer. This guy is going to die eventually, but he's feeling fine for now. So it's probably going to be within his lifetime. Okay. So we need an upgrade in Medina here. We're not building anything right now. Cool. What is our heir's education? Oh, that's awkward. Flamboyant trickster. Okay. I probably should have checked that, but that's fine. We'll make it work. It's only mildly awkward. So we're going to get an upgrade going here. I think hay barracks is the way that we go. Beautiful. So we need an additional 2 upgrades here. We need 1 more upgrade here once that's done constructing. And then we need 2 additional upgrades here. And that's it. That will then be all of our personal holdings maxed out. So that's very, very good. We're making fantastic progress on this. I'm noting that we have a max of about 3,300 soldiers. That's not bad. We have a stewardship perk available, and we'll take popular figurehead. Fantastic. The next question is... What was the next question? I had a next question in my mind. We can sell trivial titles. That'll get us some cash. Although we're starting to run out of need of cash. Oh, I remember what the next question was now that I'm looking at our prestige. The next question is, when can we bump up to absolute crown authority? That is not for a while. We may not get that this life. That's going to be another 15 years out. That's quite a bit. Okay, well, that seems reasonably fine. We are awaiting constructions to finish up in these 3 locations right now. This one's about to be done, so we're going to just grab blacksmiths right now. Now, this is clearly intended to be holdings for a cavalry unit, right? A hypothetical future cavalry unit, and we'll get there. For the time being, I do want to get rid of our onagers, because we want to upgrade those to mangonels in preparation for going back to war. So we're going to get mangonels. There we go. And we're going to bump those up to maximum size. They are unstationed, so we're going to station them The best location, these are all the same. Okay, we're going to put them down in our economic duchy because they're not going to be taking up a holding that another slot could be filling. So that's okay for the moment. I want to go into our accolades here. I would love to restore accolades. Now that's interesting. This is saying the cooldown here. Was it doing that before? I don't think it was. Well, regardless, we know when the cooldown's going to be up. 1108. So that's okay. No major issues there. Yanbu finishes its construction. It's now done. Our wife died, and that was our important wife. But she was only giving us one domain limit, apparently. That's good to know. Let's marry this one here. There we go. And we'll make her be our primary spouse. And there we go. Back up to 10 of 10. Beautiful. We just discovered hereditary rule. Do we want to change our succession? So we would be able to go over to partition, I think. This guy opposes it. The Sultan of Egypt. What's he angry about? Mostly tyranny, and he wants a seat on the council. Okay. These guys are presumably terrified of us. So the difference here between Confederate and Partition is just that it won't create new titles. I'm not sure that we even care about that, really. If we go into our innovations here, I want to see... Okay, it went to horseshoes? Sure. So in that case, we might want to go into the High Medieval era and start working on hoardings to get our castle upgrades. Sure, that's fine. That'll be absolutely okay. So we're going to tick on forward here. And I wanted to go into, I believe, in Medina? Yes. This is where we needed the upgrade. So next month tick, we'll have the cash for it. There we go. That is our cavalry maxed out. Now, the cavalry is not going to help heavy cavalry. Do we have anything that would help heavy cavalry? Archer skirmishers? I don't think so. Maybe we want to stick with light cavalry. Just because there's not as many buffs for heavy cavalry. Yeah, it might be better. Actually, heavy cavalry could go here, where we don't have a cavalry. Are we going to get another building slot? That would be, like, guilds? Yes, we're going to get another building slot. Okay. So that means light cavalry is the way to go. Interesting. Eventually we'll get men-at-arms, but that's a ways out, right? We're slowly working our way through these, but it's definitely going to take some time. Horseshoes is 7 years out right now. Sure, show in Sheikh Ibrahim. Unfortunately, he does not bring any gold with him, but honestly, our gold situation is not nearly as bad anymore. So that's looking good. Now, Medina is maxed. This castle here is going to need a barracks upgrade, a hay barracks upgrade. This castle is going to need 2 additional upgrades in total. Okay. Now, we also know that we want to have our eventual domain limit to be a lot higher. Specifically, 1, 2, 3, 4 higher than it is right now. At least. Maybe even 5, arguably, with this castle. But arguably, because we're Muslim and can hold mosques, as much as we can get, right? That would be the ideal scenario there. We can appoint a... Oh, we can reinstate this. No, we can't. Why is it saying that? It has an acclaimed... has an assigned acclaimed knight or a candidate eligible to be appointed. Okay. We can appoint a worthy successor over here, but that character does not serve as a knight, and that's our son. Our player heir? Our player heir. Probably not on that one. Probably not. Okay, we have a stewardship perk available, and we're going to grab divided attention, bringing our domain limit up by 2. So ideally, I'm actually going to try to pull these back. This guy's going to be super upsetty about it. A number of people would join that. What if we were to simply imprison? 56% chance on that. Interesting. We may want to send this guy cash. We know that we have a bit of a surplus of cash right now. 74%. The Sultan of Egypt would join in this. Let's take a look at what we've got here. 32 and 36. I'm going to send him a gift as well. And then I'm going to work on swaying this guy over here. 48%. And I want to try to imprison this guy, but I'm assuming it's going to fail. We'll see what happens here, but I'm definitely making that assumption at this moment. Okay, we succeeded. Cool. We'll disband our army then. So we are then going to revoke his title. It's another act of tyranny. Right, because he acquiesced. Well, that's certainly painful. Everybody's going to be super angry at us now. Well, we're holding this mosque, and that's okay for the moment. Yeah, we can see here, Tyrant, minus 77. We have a lot of tyranny. So, this guy has a fair number of children. He only has a 28% chance of success here. I'm going to do it. Again, we're going to assume that we're going to fail. And indeed we do. Okay. That sounds great. I actually kind of wanted to fail here. So we're going to do that to get him to stop moving. And then we're going to come in here. Beautiful. So we're going to have no problem eliminating this guy's paltry forces. Easy. Now we're going to siege this down. The next question, of course, is where is Egypt? And they're up over here. 16,000 troops? Sure. We'll raise our forces, and we're going to split off our mangonels. Only our mangonels. And now I'm going to send in about 3,000 troops here. And these guys, we're just going to wait. And as soon as he's arrived, there we go, we're going to head over. And he's up over here. That's fine. We've raised up our forces here. Our rival died. Cool. And we will group these forces together. And northward we go. We'll arrive there in 3 months. We've got plenty of cash for this war. We've got plenty of troops. I'm deeply unconcerned about this. It's a war for tyranny. We'll group these guys together. Do we have a siege leader for this? We'd have to pay, but that's probably fine at this point. 75 gold? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Cool. So up we head. They're getting reinforcements, but that's irrelevant. We don't care. They are going to tremendously lose this battle if we catch them. We did finish up working on converting faith, so we're going to continue to work down this direction. There we go. There's a smallpox outbreak, which is awkward. And it looks like they're going to fight us here. That's better for them than fighting here because of the defensive buildings, but it's still not good. Like, they're gonna lose that. Absolutely. They lost that badly. Excellent. So how's this siege going? It is complete, and the war is over. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. We're now, of course, going to revoke this title, which we can do without tyranny because he's a known criminal. Yes, we got a lot of tyranny overall. That guy's not actually showing us the tyranny. We can look at, say, this guy. Minus 95. It's a lot. It's a lot. Luckily, this guy's going to die relatively soon. So that's good. We're going to grant out this mosque. We do not need to hold that. And we're going to grant out this mosque. We should also work on improving our control level down here. This is only a control level of 30 over here. Okay. We should really switch over to there. Cool. We could ransom this emir. We are not doing that. That is not in the cards. Our counselor died of a seizure. Okay, we'll put in this guy. Minus 100 opinion of us. Minus 94 from tyranny. I mean, what are we going to do? This guy is very tyrannical because he wanted to put his realm back together. That's the whole thing here. But it's fine. We're quite established at this point, so I think we'll be fine on that front. I want to come up over here and get another upgrade going. There we go. And we know that we needed one over here as well. That's actually already going. So Medina is now maxed, and the only location that is not maxed... Okay, sure. I'll visit the royal court. Those are all very expensive. We'll gain... No, I don't want to give you Bisha. 10 court grandeur, but that's not good. We are going to spend a little court grandeur here. Speaking of which, should we bring up our court grandeur? I feel like we can. What would it cost to max this out? Maxing it out is overkill. There's not actually that much of a point to it, in my opinion. Okay, so it would end up being something kind of like this. 15 gold per month seems doable. Cool. So that'll boost everyone's opinion of us a bit as well. Egypt is absolutely staying in the prison. In fact, maybe we should move him to the dungeon so that he doesn't escape. This guy, we're fine with ransoming. I don't care about that. No, get out of here. Okay, cool. So we finally got our realm back together properly. We still would like to have an additional 3 domain limit from here. That would be absolutely ideal. Well, technically, absolutely ideal would be like a domain. Can we hold... No, we can't hold city holdings. That's right. We cannot do that. Yeah. Cannot be effectively held by characters with clan government, and will provide no taxes or levies. So what we would really want is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. We would want a total of 24 domain limit to be absolutely ideal. That's not happening. I can tell you that right now. Doubling our current domain limit, yeah, that's not going to be a thing. So I would certainly like to restore accolades, and we can do that. That'll be absolutely great. Oh, this mangonel didn't get maxed out. There we go. Cool. An acclaimed Ferris candidate has arrived. Excellent. So we'll appoint you here. Okay, you've still got a successor. You do not have a successor. We could seek one. Oh, we're missing prestige for that. Okay. This guy gains the besieger attribute. Okay. So that actually allows us to bump up our mangonel size, and that's great. So pike captain and besieger. Yeah, that's actually really good. I like it. Very, very solid. I would like to get another unit of cavalry, but for now, this will have to do. So I think at this point, we're now pretty much ready, all things considered. All we need to do is upgrade a little bit over here. We're pretty much ready to start thinking about expansion. So if we were going to do that, I would look at, say, this guy here. I would look at his claimants. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, we have basically no possible claimant here. So we'd have to go after this guy via other means. We could do de jure duchies, which are not great. We could do duchy conquers. We could invade the kingdom, but we can only do one of those per life. There's also the Kingdom of Africa out over here, which is a really interesting option. A lot of landed people. Can we press the claims of women? I don't think we can, especially if they're unpressed. However, this is a guy with a pressed claim. He's too far away. This guy. So we would invite him to join our court. And then we would declare war, pressing his claim, just like that. Now that's going to be a lot of prestige. We'll need to make prestige to do it. So we would hop over into our decisions here, or actually it's in activities now. And we could do like a grand tournament if we wanted to generate prestige. So we could certainly do something like that. I would like to do this in... Medina would probably be a decent place, but I think Mecca would be an even better place. County development only? Actually, I think Medina is our best place. Okay. So we would add a contest here. We can do archery. We can do a recital. And I don't think we can do any other types of contests. Oh, no, there are other pages here. So we could do wrestling. We could do duels, board games, horse races. We'll do a horse race. Do we actually want to do a recital? Maybe either a duel or wrestling. Let's go for duel. Okay. So our goal here would be triumph, perhaps. I think that's the best way to make prestige. It's not like we're going to be traveling very far here, so that's okay. We can put in a champion here. And I would like to put in one of our acclaimed knights. I wish it said which acclaimed knight this was. I don't know which acclaimed knight this is. But I guess we need all of our acclaimed knights to get prowess. So we'll do something like that. We can do luxurious encampments, and we can bump up to splendid prizes. Well, actually, that's a little too expensive. We can do fine prizes. There we go. We may not qualify for the archery contest. That's okay. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to work on generating ourselves some nice prestige so that we can attack Africa. That'll be great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.